Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your bonus reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Now, this reading, it won't really focus on love, career, or money. It'll focus more on you and how you're doing. However, if those areas come up, I will mention them. I'm not going to ignore them. So let us see what's coming in for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? Now, you may have noticed that the deck got really complicated just now. It just got really difficult. So maybe you're dealing with a very difficult person or a difficult situation right now, or perhaps you feel things are a little bit complicated and you're trying to get things in order. You may feel a little bit out of sync with things at the moment, and you may feel pressurized that perhaps you're trying to remain organized, but at the same time everything keeps like getting in the way, or you're running out of time. That's the energy that I've got going on there. Now, your first card is Bravery. Oceans, and that's a really wonderful card because it indicates you are boldly striving into 2024 and you're definitely leaving 23 behind. You may feel that you're so over it, and I definitely get a sense here that you're looking at coming out of a comfort zone. So some of your intentions for 2024 will be to be a little bit, more daring in your endeavors, or more explorative, shall we say, in things that you want to accomplish. I definitely see that you're exploring your hidden side. This could be a hidden talent that you have, or perhaps these are hidden dreams and goals that perhaps you haven't quite investigated further yet. But there's some really awesome stuff to come here, and I definitely see that you are adding a lot of value to your life. You're doing some decluttering as well in and around the home space. So some of you may be like organizing things around the home, maybe even like upselling, putting things that are pre-loved online in order to bring in more finances. I also get a sense here that you are cutting out like food substances and any toxic situations. You're creating a lot more balance in your life and trying to eradicate drama, or that's the intention. But you know what, my beautiful Gemini, sometimes drama always finds you no matter what. And, I feel like you're really trying to move away from that right now. So let us see what else is coming in your way. We've got the Fool card. Now, it's really interesting that you've got 2 cards that require that leap of faith, or to embrace more fun in the everyday, to take a chance on a new path or a new adventure. So I feel it's almost like you've promised yourself that 2024 you're going to take more chances, not in a way where you like put yourself in danger, but in a way where you bring in more fun, more spontaneity, more vitality, and more enthusiasm for experiences around you. Look at that, 8 of Wands. Some of you may have even said, you know what, I'm going to travel more, or I'm going to see the world, or you're going to be, more involved in the environment, or more involved in the community in some way, because I definitely see that you just want to be more involved, okay? Now, how would you like to receive? We've got the Judgment card there. We've got the 4 of Cups. And one more. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, let's go one more for you, just to be on. I just want to clarify that 7 of Cups, because that can indicate, the world is your oyster. It's like you have ample opportunity to connect to anything that you desire. And some of you may feel a little bit scattered in that, because sometimes, you get excited by one thing and then suddenly you see something else that's really exciting. You're like, oh, drop that hot potato. Let's move over there. So I definitely see this energy of you promising yourself that you're going to tie up loose ends or finish what you start. So some of you may be revisiting projects over the next coming weeks or months just to finish them. And I mean, it could be as simple as like fixing that drawer in the kitchen that squeaks, or it could be, something like major, like writing that screenplay or finishing that painting or learning a language. Whatever it is, I definitely see that you are starting new things and you're completing them as well. Now, this first card there, it really does connect to the Fool card, because this is about embracing a lighthearted spirit. It's about not having attachments to how things turn out. It's like you're trying to say to the universe, I surrender. Let's see how it goes. You don't really know where you're going. I mean, you may have a goal. You don't know how you're going to get there, but you certainly know that you're going to have fun along the way. And that's what you are promising yourself at this time. Now, this card, it's number 30. When you reduce it, 3 plus 0, of course, is 3. And whilst this is not a gender-specific reading, the Empress energy is all about nourishing yourself, being a new version of yourself, and looking at all the possibilities, because you are brimming with a lot of potential, okay? Also, some of you are reestablishing a relationship with your inner child, okay? Now that you're older, more mature, you're almost like going back to that inner child and saying, you know what, it's difficult, but it's going to be okay. There's nothing to fear. You're going to be all right. And I definitely see that you're putting yourself in a really good position to weather any changes that are coming there as well. Now, of course, this card, it has an actual meaning. And this is about going forth and exploring what you don't see much of in your everyday. And if you always keep the shore in sight, you're always going to be in a repetitive cycle. You're not really coming out of the comfort zone. So this is about going the distance. It's a time to release any fears and recognize that you're protected in all your endeavors. There's a whole world out there to explore, or there's a whole world of experiences out there to explore as well. So whether you're in a career or whether you're retired or whether you're like just coming out of college, I definitely get a sense here that there's a fresh new start in some way. And I feel like you're making some really good decisions. Also, I feel you're discovering that everybody has a hidden side. We get to know everybody at a certain level. For example, our parents or guardians or, our best friend, we know them in a certain way, but everyone's got secret thoughts. They're giving me a word. One moment, please. They're giving me the word sonder. Sonder? Okay. I'm going to have to look that up. I think that came up in a reading like a couple of years ago, but now it's gone out of my memory and I can't really remember what it means. But I almost want to say sonder, S-O-N-D-E-R. It is to have like an inner world that is not seen readily by everybody. Like we all have dreams, goals, and thoughts that are going on in our head all the time, and then we don't share them all with other people. So it's almost like we know a version of our friend, we know a version of our boss. Whilst they are being their wonderful, authentic self, we all have that, secret inner world. And I feel like you are going to be connecting more to your secret inner world and making those like ideas and those fantasies become a reality in some way. And I feel this is quite an exciting time for you because you're recognizing life's too short. Go out there, be bold, be you. And I feel there's a lot more exciting things to happen for you there as well. Some of you may even think about retiring at this stage. You may be thinking about retiring early, or you may even be thinking about relocating. If you're not thinking about retiring, you may think about moving across a different part of the world, reestablishing yourself there. And I definitely see that there's a lot more fun happening for you in 2024 as well. Now, the Fool card really like underpins that need for fun, letting your hair down and finding more vitality in life. I feel like you've been paying attention to the world at large and recognizing that, of course, it is a very serious place and things have got really heavy, and you know the desire and the need for fun. I feel like you're someone who is very humorous. You tend to really uplift people, and that is one of your superpowers. So I feel like you're embracing that a lot more as well as we move through 2024. Now, of course, the Fool card is to take a risk. It is to take that leap of faith and know that the universe supports you. So this could be a beginning of a new adventure or new chapter in your life, whether it's a new job, new relationship, new experience, or just, new friendships. I definitely get a sense here that you're so over 2023 and you're embracing 2024 with a different mindset as well. It's like you're deciding to do things that your heart yearns to do and that makes you feel good about yourself. Even if you're deciding to stay in like a career environment that is highly pressurized and there are certain aspects that you don't like about it, I feel like you're going to do more of what you do like and perhaps be bold and daring and go to, your boss or someone that you like can talk to and say, you know what, I love this, but could I delegate this part of the job to someone else or get an assistant, or perhaps we could find a different way to approach filing these things or doing this thing because it's too time consuming. So I actually feel like you are really shifting your perspective on how you value yourself and how you value time, because I get a sense here that time is a factor and you're wanting to use your time wisely. Now, we do have the Judgment card, and this is all about your true life's purpose and mission, okay? Also, the Judgment card is a bit of a wake-up call. And when you get these two cards together, it's like, you're highly, acutely aware, having this wake-up call that you need to, embrace more playfulness, more fun. And, you are young at heart, and you certainly do not look your age as well. So I feel like you are trying to, get out there and experience new things, new people, but at the same time, be on your true life's mission. And the Judgment card also indicates you understand what you need more of in your life and you're called forward to make it happen. And you're following that direction and you're going to make it happen as well. Now, some of you, if you have children, for example, you're a parent or a guardian, some of you may hear of your child's plans. They may tell you, confide in you of what their plans. And some of you, initially, you may kind of judge the pathway that they want to be on, okay? But I feel like you are someone who is mature enough to say, you know what, I'm here as a guidance. I'm here to say, okay, whatever makes you happy, whatever it is you want to do, go for it. I support you every step of the way. But if you need any help or any directional guidance there, I can help you. And I feel initially, though, they may want to do something that you feel a little bit nervous about. So, for example, if your child came to you and said, you know what, I want to be an actor or I want to be, a performer, and that industry is a very precarious industry. There's a lot of luck that's required as well as skill and, nepotism and networking and all of those things. So you may feel initially a little bit nervous, like, oh no. But at the same time, your child is very talented and very gifted and very skillful. And, they have a great career ahead of them. So I feel like you support and nurture it. However, a parent or guardian, their job is to worry sometimes. And I feel like there may be a little bit of that happening at this time. But know that, I feel they're moving towards their goals and dreams and they're going to be so happy. And that's the energy that I've got coming through there as well. Okay. Now we do have the equator, okay, to make equal. Now, of course, the equator is a place, it is an area of the world. So some of you may be traveling towards places that are closer to the equator, but also this is about balance in your world, okay? It's really about finding yourself on the right path, navigating to be in the flow, and having equality in your world, noting that you are worthy of your goal and that you are worthy of respect and, financial gain for all the skill set that you've worked really hard to accomplish because you've got to a certain level. So I feel like you are finding that equality and that balance in your life, or you may have struggled to do it, but I feel it will happen for you. Also, I feel you're noticing that certain situations, especially during this time of year, if there's someone here that you think of, because we've got the King of Swords there. I mean, this is your energy, my beautiful Gemini. So it can indicate sometimes, you may fluctuate in your thoughts regarding a person, and it may cause you an extreme reaction, like it may bring you down, or it may anger you, or it may frustrate you, or bring sadness. Okay, I feel like some of you, something that you're holding on to that has made you feel really fed up with their attitude or a situation, I feel like you're responding to it in a different way. And it changes because of that. So if, for example, you have an ex who comes into your life occasionally, this is Mercury retrograde season. So there is a potential for you to hear from someone from your past, and they came in towards you with the same old stuff. It's almost like with the Four of Cups there, you have an expectation of how they come in, and it disappoints you or it bores you, and you're just like fed up with it. So I feel like you are actually moving away from the situation, and you're learning from it. You're learning about how you are a gift and that you deserve more. So you're erecting healthier boundaries. Similarly, if there is a person in your life right now, like a boss or a neighbor or, even a child or, a parent or guardian or even like a friend who you're kind of like a little bit fed up with the way that they act sometimes, I feel diplomatically you'll have an honest, open conversation with this person, but at the same time, I get this energy that you learn from the situation that sometimes people can't change unless they want to change themselves. So it's almost like you're letting bygones be bygones, and you're just not allowing them to infiltrate your energy. Okay, I feel like you are strong in your energy, and you're not allowing anyone to change your mood. Let's put it that way. Now, some of you may feel like you want to learn something at this time. You have a lot of fives in your reading. At the same time, you've got the Hierophant there as well. So some of you may be curious about a path of learning. Some of you may be thinking about going back to college or picking up a skill or a language. Or some of you are thinking about exploring a hobby or even, helping out in the neighborhood in some way to learn more about people or, get to know people a little bit more. And I feel like you're actually coming out of your comfort zone, and you're going to be so happy that you did. I feel there's integration energy here, having fun, people coming together. So if you're looking for your soul tribe and you haven't found people that really vibe with you right now, I definitely see the next 6 weeks are critical for you to connect to people, get out there, enjoy experiences, and make new bonds between you and new soul tribe members. Now, we also have the King of Swords. It's in the resistance position. And of course, this is a Gemini card. So some of you may have felt like you've disconnected from part of yourself. It's almost like you've become detached. And you may feel like you're on autopilot, just doing life, paying bills, getting up in the morning, doing what you have to do, your projects. And it just feels like a repetitive cycle. And it can feel almost that you've lost a part of yourself or lost touch with a part of yourself. And I feel it's the fun part, okay? Because life feels pretty serious when you get a King of Swords. So I feel like you're reestablishing a relationship with yourself as you embrace more fun and more playfulness and open-hearted energy and a cheerful disposition. But also with the King of Swords, there's something here that perhaps has been very hard and difficult, but also equally rewarding. And I feel cautiously you've moved towards it, whatever it is. But you may make a bolder move towards it as you move into 2024. As you can see there, this King of Swords has picked these roses. Now, roses, they are sweet reward. They have a beautiful smell. They look amazing. I mean, me personally, it would be nicer to have a plant because you're not killing the plant by picking the flowers, right? But, everyone each to their own. But as you can see, this figure has gloves on. So it's like the roses have thorns. So even though a task or something, or even a person, even though they're difficult, you're not giving up on it. I feel like you're approaching it in a different way, where you're protecting yourself from that situation. And I feel like you are successful in like winning them over or winning over the situation in some way. So I feel you find that balance and that harmony with your approach and also with your humor, because I really keep getting this energy that there's going to be a lot more laughter, that you are, skillfully making people laugh, or you have the gift of humor to lighten a situation. Now, also, the King of Swords is thoughts becoming things. And some of you, you've been overloaded with thoughts recently that you haven't had time for manifestation, and you may find pockets of stillness in order to focus on your goals and dreams to make them happen. Also, the King of Swords is a card of like international energy. So some of you may be reuniting with people who live abroad, or you may be having conversations with people who are abroad, or even thinking about going abroad yourself. Some of you may even launch a business or a project that has far-reaching energy and will go global in some way, or is seen by a lot of people around the world. And I definitely get a sense here that there's a lot of success, that your plans are rooted in practicality, and that you're making things happen and that you're on the right path. Also, we've got the Four of Cups. Some of you may be thinking about disappointments that you've experienced in 2023. And some of you may be expecting that 2024 is going to go the same way. Because even though you're excited to leave 23 in the past, you may be wondering, how is 24 going to be different? Is it going to be just the same old stuff? Well, actually, no. The universe is sending you a couple of resources in 2024 that you're going to be really happy with. And I definitely get a sense here as well that, some of you are going to be very successful and make a lot of progress in 2024. Even though there's going to be some bumps in the road, I feel like you've learned to navigate those bumps and prepared for any changes that are going to occur there as well. Now, the Four of Cups is a wonderful indication that there is a surprise gift coming your way. Now, this could be a gift from a person. It could be a gift from a person that you're thinking about as well. And so I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised there. Also, I feel the universe is stepping in to bring you a surprise gift. Now, this could be in the form of love. Okay, if you're looking for love, a high-level commitment, it could be a love there that turns into a high-level commitment like marriage. If you're looking for that, I feel like you won't really establish a relationship with this person until 2024. I mean, we're on the cusp now, so it stands to reason, but that's what's coming through there as well. And there's an energy here of you reuniting with somebody or someone wanting to reunite with you. Let me just pull a quick card on that. I definitely see a lot of my beautiful Geminis returning to something that you used to love doing. We've got the Knight of Swords. Someone's coming in quite quickly to talk to you. Someone who is claiming to have changed their life. They're turning their life around. I definitely see that you have turned your life around and making some major changes as well. But I feel there's someone here who wants to talk to you from your past. Three of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. This person, they may invite you to an event. It may not be a one-on-one. Okay, so if it's an ex, for example, they may say, hey, I'm going to this big dinner and dance somewhere. Would you like to be my date for that? And you may be like, excuse me? I feel it's like a little bit off the wall, but there may be an invitation from someone who, you used to be connected to. And I feel like they do miss you. Don't get me wrong. Three of Cups, be a little bit aware that this person may also still have somebody else or be connected to somebody else. Okay, so just if you're interested in that person, do your due diligence. I'm not saying they've got someone else. I'll pull a card on that and see. The Knight of Pentacles indicates they want to be serious, a little bit more serious with you. Emperor, yeah, they've matured, but I do feel that this person, let me just go one more. Hangman, the Justice. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. This person, I felt they kept this relationship at arm's length because they were not mature enough to be open emotionally to the relationship. But I feel like they are honest. I feel like actually they're on their own. They will just invite you to be in a group of people. They may even be like having like a party themselves and bizarrely just randomly message you and say, hey, do you want to come along? Because this person wants to reconnect with you, okay? Now, similarly, this could be a friend from the past, but I am getting a romantic energy from it. So this person could be someone you know from college, for example, who invites you to something, and perhaps there was a frisson between you and this person. It never got explored. However, they're reaching out because they can't stop thinking about you. That's the energy that I've got there as well, okay? Now, some of you, if you're not looking for anything like that, there is someone new coming in. And if you're already in a high-level commitment, I definitely get a sense here that sometimes this person, they do some strange things that really frustrate you at times, but you deeply love this person and they deeply love you. And I feel like there's some really great things coming in the new year. And this person, if you're not married to this person is thinking about asking you to marry them. So act surprised when they pop the question, okay? Now, moving on from this energy, oh yes, before I move on, you may sort of return to like hobbies or places that made you feel really good. Some of you maybe even, of course, going home for the holidays. If you celebrate, there's a homecoming energy here. But ultimately, I feel there's like a time of second chances for you, my beautiful Gemini. So this could be if you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, another opportunity comes back around in a different form that's even better than before. If you feel like you've been rejected in something, I feel like, it's going to be replaced with something even better, more rewarding or emotionally fulfilling, shall we say. And I feel like you're going to be very happy with the outcome. So I feel like you're leaving all those disappointments in 2023 where they belong. Now, we've got the Sun energy as your outcome, and we've also got richness Love that card. Now, this could be financially, but also this is about prosperity, there being enough and having comfort. The Sun card, of course, is all about light. A lot of you have been going through a major personal journey of discovery, and the Sun card indicates a lot of positive, exciting experiences to come, but also it's about, living in the moment and recognizing what's important. It's the little things that are important long term that matter. And of course, it's number 6, which is the number of the Lovers card. It's all about love, people coming together, celebrating each other. And, it's also about following your heart and doing things that you love, that make you happy. There's so much warmth coming from this ball of fire that we call the sun. And as you can see, it's pouring into the landscape. So some of you are actually, creating new landscapes in your world, doing things totally differently. You may be actually relocating, or you may be going on a vacation, seeing the world, especially since we've got like the sun and oceans with marine life there. But ultimately, when you get the Sun card, this is an indication that you're grateful for what you have right now. And of course, there are things that you still want to bring into your world, and you're open to those possibilities, but ultimately you're expressing gratitude to the universe for everything that you have. And you're shining your beautiful light, even during dark times. And that helps attract more goodness into your world. Now, also, we've got number 32, marine life. And this indicates that, your wishes will be granted. That's literally what this card means. So I feel there's more than one way to find a solution to a problem as well. And you're adapting to a new path, especially since you have that 7 of Cups there as well. I feel like you're adapting to your situation. You're being really flexible and open. And 2024 is really going to need that sort of approach from everybody when it comes to the world at large. But ultimately, it's about finding the sweet spot in life and recognizing that you will have enough is what I see. And then some. I actually see that you're going to, increase all the goodness that you have there. Now, also, we have the 8 of Wands, some really great news coming in for you, but also I feel some of you want to get away, enjoy the world. This is a card that feels like things are speeding up for you. So you're really busy, but I feel also you're in the flow of reacting to that speed. Also, this is a card of gathering momentum, so taking charge to transform your world in some way and arriving at the destination and really wanting a bit more adventure and discovering what energizes you, what makes you excited in the world. So I feel like you are embracing, 2024 on a really good mindset, and I feel you get off to a really good start there. 7 of Cups is a very important card because it indicates your imagination is running wild. There are a lot of possibilities there for you to tap into, and I feel now is the time to really focus on what it is that you really want, because this can indicate, there's so many choices that sometimes you feel a little bit scattered, so focus is called for, but you are giving way to manifestation at this time. So don't doubt the possibilities that are available to you. Also, this card indicates that you're unleashing your creativity, and some of you are going to really discover new artistic endeavors, or you're going to find new ways to do things that are quite exciting. 7s tend to be alternative approaches, and you are someone who is unique. You're like a trailblazer, making things happen. You happen to life. You don't just let life happen to you. And I feel this is a really great time to open up to a new strategy. And the 7 of Cups, I feel like you're being more discerning about the things that you connect to, okay? Because I feel like you have many options, whether it's in love or job opportunities, or whether it's in friendships. And I feel like life has taught you to recognize what's important. And I feel like you're only focusing on what your heart desires or what feels good. If anyone's draining your energy, or if anything is draining your energy, like food substances or environments, I feel like you're taking the power back and saying, no, I'm not allowing that to happen, because based on previous experiences, you've learnt your lessons, and that's what this card literally means. You've learnt from the past, and now you're changing into a new chapter, and I feel like you're opening yourself up to, a wonderful 2024 full of potential. Now, the Hierophant also, it's a marriage card, so some of you may already have planned to get married in 2024, and you're just planning for that. I feel, that some of you, there may be some wonderful surprises and a very special gift that comes in as well that's going to surprise you. I won't mention it. I can see something in the water, but I'm not going to mention it because I don't want it to be spoiled, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's not instrumental to your path. It doesn't mean if I don't share it with you, it won't happen or anything like that. It's just, I can see something and it's a little bit too exposing. So I'm just going to leave that there with love and light. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. Now the Hierophant can also indicate that some of you are opening yourself up to a course of learning. So going back to class or university or college or getting a degree, doing something online, maybe even a master's. Some of you may be thinking about this, could even be like learning language, but I definitely get a sense that you are soaking up new knowledge. And also some of you are really settling down with your traditions, things that you conventionally do round about this time of year. I feel like you're settling into it. You're so like getting cozy with it and just feeling like this relief and relax. Also, I mean, the Hierophant can also like indicate establishments. You know, so you may be keeping an eye on shifting narratives going on in the world and making sure that you are protected during difficult times. When you have the Hierophant there, especially with the Seven of Cups, it can indicate, especially if you have like different accounts, make sure financially that they are not linked by license and that you download any statements should there ever be any like gremlins in the system. You want to be able to prove what acquisitions or assets that you have should there ever be any need to. So I definitely see that you're being very savvy in your world there as well. But ultimately, I feel like you're looking back at 2023 and seeing that you learned a lot of lessons. And mainly the big lesson was to know your worth, that you are valuable and that you are a gift to situations and to people, and that you're establishing boundaries where people do not take advantage of those boundaries as well. So I'm just going to pull some final cards for you. Also, I feel like you are reestablishing that relationship with yourself and to embrace more lighthearted spirit, to find more fun in the everyday. Easier said than done, I know. We've got suspicion there. Okay, we've got sensual attraction. They want me to go again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. We have partnership. Okay. They want 6, which is unusual. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, I just heard the words, don't force it. Don't force it. So if there's something that you're pushing for, don't force it. It's going to happen in divine timing. The card that came out with that one was climb up the ladder. So maybe it's related. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. So we have suspicion. The moment there is suspicion, everything becomes tainted, distrustful, cautious, disbelief. So this could be, you know, with the changes around the world at the moment. Once you awaken to something that perhaps you're not happy with, it can almost like taint everything. And sometimes that can lead us to feeling very low vibe, low energy, and also make us feel a bit paranoid as well. So just watch that level of balance. I mean, we're all aware that there are some major changes going on, but don't allow it to rob you of happiness or the present moment. Don't allow it to instigate fear within you, because that shifts the energy around the world as well. But some of you may be suspicious of somebody in your world. I mean, the energy I've got here is that maybe you're suspicious that someone's got feelings for you. There's definitely someone here who has like alternative feelings for you, or like it's almost like they may invite you to something, but actually it's because they're attracted to you. Okay, so whether that's an ex that came up earlier or whether it's a friend or someone you haven't had a relationship with, there's definitely someone here who is attracted to you, highly attracted to you, and they're going to invite you to something and they're going to make their feelings known. So that's come out there as well. We've got sensual attraction. There's a sensual connection with someone, but don't let lust rule. Passion, chemistry, sensual intent. Okay, so that's come through there. These cards are like extra advice cards or indications of things that perhaps to pay attention to. We've got offerings. This one definitely came up in the reading there. It says there's an offer or a gift that's meant for you. Trust it. That's something I saw in the water scrying for you. But it's like my guides, they showed me, but it's like, don't give it away. Don't reveal it. It's really wonderful. Okay, you're going to smile when you see it. It says an offer, a gift, showing respect and healing. So I definitely see some sort of good news as well coming in and making progress. We've got partnership. Someone will have an incredible impact on your success. Power couple, business partnership, alliance. We've also got climbing up the ladder. You're climbing the ladder of success one step at a time. Promotion, more success, improvement, and raise. And this is one of the energies I felt right at the beginning of your reading, between worlds. So some of you may have felt like you are like out of sync, or you may have felt like you've detached from your sense of self. You're on autopilot for a little while. It says, caught between two worlds, comfort and the unknown. Only one can exist, two paths, living two lives, and indecision. And I definitely see for 2024, you're choosing to come out of that comfort zone. Okay, I feel like you're, leaving the world of comfort and embracing the unknown in order to bring more excitement and vitality in, that lust for life. Doesn't mean you're not going to be comfortable and secure. It just means that you're going to open yourself up to new experiences, and you're going to be a little bit more bold and daring. Okay, they've only want one rune for you. The rune we got here for you is the water rune. Okay, so this is about your emotions, and some of you have been accepting situations that are less than you truly deserve. So I feel like you are reestablishing a boundary there. Also, this rune can indicate temptations, but it's also about connecting to your dreams and goals, using your intuitions to get to where you want to go, and recognizing that there's no such thing as coincidence. So when you see the signs, notice the signs and pay attention, especially if you're like seeing double numbers, synchronistic like names or numbers all over the place. They have a meaning, so pay close attention to that. And some of you are developing your spiritual gifts, your psychic awareness during 2024. It's going to get more heightened, so pay close attention to it there as well. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. It's different from the usual ones, so I hope someone does connect to something in this reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message, lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini, and love and light.